question is, with everything that you've experienced in life up to this point, if you could go back in time and tell your younger selves a life lesson that you've learned, what would you tell them?
Buy Bitcoin.
What's going on, guys? It's K-Dub here with another episode of Crypto Zombie. That's right, it's Sunday, and we are coming at you live. Well, not live, but you know what I'm saying. Pre-recorded, but we're still here today, and it's another beautiful green day. I don't know about you guys, I'm starting to get a little concerned here. Like, I've become so accustomed to just seeing red days that these green days are kind of freaking me out a little bit, guys. But anyway, if we have a look, let me give it a quick refresh live, see where we're at. Okay, pretty much stayed the same. We're at $136 billion market cap, Bitcoin over $4,000, and the Bitcoin dominance has actually drastically pulled back yet again, seeing more of the distribution into the alts. Now, if we have a look at the biggest gainers of the day, we have DEX and Odom up yet again, Digix DAO, I'm not even going to reference Bug Coin, Veritasium, Augur, Linky, Ethereum, and Zilliqa is up a whopping 16%. Now, why could that be? Well, we'll get into that in just a second. We have so much to talk about today, guys. Having a look, this is where we're sitting right now. You guys know we touched the $3,200 mark and bounced back up, and we've been kind of going a little bit sideways here for the past, day or two. Now, let's look at the interesting thing, which is the fact that the technicals on TradingView are actually saying sell. Sell? I don't know. Let's talk about this. Let's dive in. Let's see what's going on. So much to talk about. Is this the bottom? What's going on with the government shutdown? So let's see how that's affecting things. So you have the partial shutdown, which is risking being extended into the holidays, which it looks like it already is. And it's presenting fresh headaches, obviously, for Wall Street following the worst weekly sell-off in a decade. For cryptocurrency investors, the power of holding non-correlated assets could become apparent in the near future. I gotta say, I love the logic of these guys. It's pretty much the same way that I handle my problems on my iPhone. Turn it off, turn it back on again. Usually works, right? So anyway, coming down, scrolling down, let's see the effects. So I'm not gonna get into what's going on, you guys. It's all over the news. You can pretty much just turn on the TV. So here's the situation. So signs of looming government shutdown wreaked havoc on Wall Street, and a prolonged impasse could have adverse effects on what's left of the bull market for the S&P 500 and Dow Jones Industrial Average. Investors' collective angst is well documented by the CBOE VIX, which tracks expected volatility over the next 30 days. The so-called Fear Index settled above 30 on Friday for the first time since February and is on track for a yearly gain of 173%. But this is a crypto channel. Why are we talking about stocks? Well, government shutdown, correlating to the stocks, but let's talk about the effects on crypto. So the possibility of an extended government shutdown could impact the cryptocurrency market both directly and indirectly. For starters, as we spoke about yesterday, it threatens further delay for the backed Bitcoin futures, which it's probably going to end up happening because as it currently stands, it's unlikely to get approval by January 24th, which is the day that they are supposed to open it up, right? Because the CFTC's timeline, they had the 30 days, they have to read over the comments. Looks like it's not happening unless they're planning on working on Christmas, which I don't think they are. And also, cryptos may have struggled to demonstrate their utility as spending instruments, but until now have been an excellent store of value. The value of safe haven instruments in the current climate is demonstrated by gold's recent 6-month peak. That being said, the key selling point here is whether you believe Bitcoin has reached bottom or at the very least is approaching the final stage of the bear market. So if we come back here and we have a look, I mean, you guys can, nickel and dime it, all you want down here, but zooming out, I mean, how much more of a discount are we waiting for, I mean, I was purchasing cryptos up here, I was purchasing cryptos down here, so I'm ready. Like, let's do it. Like, for me, this is anything. It's a discount, in my opinion, but not financial advice. Now, moving on, who thinks it's a bottom? Well, Joseph Lubin, co-founder of Ethereum, says that he is calling this the crypto bottom of 2018. According to him, the crypto market's bottom is marked by an epic amount of fear, uncertainty, and doubt, FUD. right? Specifically from industry media and social commentators, which he refers to as our friends in the fourth and crypto fifth estates. Now, scrolling down here, he did have a little bit of a, mention about what's been going on with consensus, and he says that it remains healthy and is engaging in a rebalancing of its priorities. He said that consensus continues investing in projects in its role as a blockchain tech incubator and venture firm, and hiring for internal projects that remain core to our forward-looking business. Now, this is basically because people were saying, all these different crypto companies are shutting down, they're firing people, they're not managing their budgets properly, right? And he was basically saying that the sky is not falling. From his perspective, the future looks very bright. Peeking into 2019, he says, if you could see the landscape through my eyes, you'd have to wear shades. So that's pretty clever. Now, in response to that, this is actually the tweet that everyone's talking about where he called the bottom. So Vitalik pretty much came to his support, and was kind of making a joke, being like, expand up to 1,100 people, then shrink back down to 600 people, keeping the 6th, 11ths that are most productive, and everyone goes, oh my god, consensus is dead. But he says expand up to 600 with no shrinking, announcing every single step of the expansion. Wow, the company is prospering. But then you actually have the lead dev, Fluffy Pony from Monero, pretty much saying, okay, expand up to 1,100, shrink 600. Basically, they have no idea how to manage capital, capacity plan, or hire. Expand up to 600 with no shrinking. Wow, clearly competent and experienced leadership. So, everybody's just kind of poking fun at everything, but this is the situation. And that being said, why don't we step away from this for just a moment and have a look at what is actually happening in the charts right now. Is this a bottom? Could we go lower? Let's dive in. So this week marked the first significant surge for the price of Bitcoin since an extremely bearish condition that overcame the market in November. The rise in the price overcame the losses of the past 2 weeks. This surge took place after price formed a 2018 low around $3,150, indicating that traders may not be willing to accept valuations below $3,000. So strong support would be expected if a return to this level were to take place. So after the first bearish drop of the week, which brought prices from around 4,100 to 3,800, price action is back around 4,000, which is proving to be a key level. $4,000 is both a key psychological area for traders, and a significant amount of trading activity has also taken place around this area in the past few days. So a bearish divergence which took place between the price and hourly RSI proceeded to drop to 3,800. A bearish divergence is a typical trend reversal pattern and occurs when the price goes on to form higher highs despite the RSI forming lower lows. So this shows price continuing to increase despite buying pressure falling off. Price has since managed to rise back up to $4,000 and is currently meeting some resistance at this point. So the outlook for Bitcoin is currently pretty much neutral. Buying momentum is backed up, supporting a case for price driving above 4,000. Altcoins are performing very well, as we could see, but given the extremely bearish condition of the past month, another price drop is a strong possibility. Now, I wanted to also just really quick, I know this isn't really a very pretty chart, but basically this is the 2017 peak, the 2013 peak, and the 2011 peak, as you guys can see right here, all lined up and spread out so we can see where we are in relation to some of these other crypto boom and bust cycles. And as you guys can see right here, we're not even actually experiencing the worst. We were doing pretty fine right here. It was that last drop that really killed us, but pretty much, if history repeats itself, although we know past performance, not indication of future performance, whatever the saying is, but things are looking quite bright. Now, I wanted to talk about people who are speaking about traditional things as well. You have Ivan Paskar. Now, he goes on to say that everything's been growing much faster over the past century than in the past 1,000 years. Namely, you have population, technology, debt, inflation, money printing, stocks, prices, real estate, and cryptocurrencies as well. There's one thing that unites them all: exponential growth phase, and basically that last stage is explosive pretty much all the time. So to make a long story short, the rise never ended with the simple fiat. There is a need to bounce off the EMA 221K to postpone the next recession. Otherwise, we could witness a global recession. People have been talking about this forever. Take it with a grain of salt if it falls below the 15K line, which is basically this one right here. Now, this refers to the Dow Jones Industrial Average, but the reason I'm bringing this up, if you guys want more, there's a lot of information in this, but he goes on to say that there are three potential ways to mitigate your risks right now, and that being precious metals, lands, and obviously our favorite, cryptocurrencies. So he goes on to say that the world will be punished for more than 30 years of excess that culminated in the Fed's 100-year experiment with paper money. That's why the authorities are in no hurry to regulate cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin in particular. Besides, the cryptocurrency market has already corrected by more than 80% over the past year. Therefore, this market can become a dark horse and potentially a tasty novel for many investors all over the world to flock to digital gold, which could result in a pump, and that right now would be Bitcoin pretty much would pump first, then probably the altcoins. And, obviously he says do your own research. This is pretty cool though. Danger, opportunity. The Chinese use two brushstrokes to write the word crisis. One brushstroke stands for danger, the other for opportunity. And that's a quote by John F. Kennedy. Okay, well, that being said, let's move on. Let's talk about the regulation in the space. I know people hate whenever you talk about this, but it's going to happen either way. So let's see where they are. Where do they stand right now? So obviously we have the Token Taxonomy Act that we spoke about. This could be really incredible for the US. So in the statement, this is from Joseph Young. If you guys aren't aware of him, he's like, he writes a lot in the space. He's all over the place. But anyway, in a statement, the Blockchain Association, a Washington, D.C. based nonprofit trade association that represents many of the biggest companies in the cryptocurrency industry, such as Coinbase, Circle, Digital Currency Group, said that the bill provides a definition to crypto assets and digital tokens that exclude them from being recognized as a security. So throughout the past 2 years, many blockchains the projects have actually straight up just left the US and gone to other places like Switzerland or Singapore to pursue their token offerings, since they have a lot more lenient ICO, regulations, whatever. So by providing a clear guideline on the regulatory nature of tokens and digital assets, the bill encourages blockchain projects to remain within the US market and contribute to the growth of the local cryptocurrency and blockchain sector. So you're seeing that in one hand, they're like, well, we don't want these guys doing this. But in the other hand, we're like, man, if we can't stop them, we want them to stay here in the US, right? So moving on down here, having a look, they also talk about how the bill does not encourage the SEC and other enforcement agencies to acknowledge all types of tokens and ICO projects as non-securities. It allows the SEC to exercise authority over tokens that are considered securities based on a newly established definition and guideline. And I want to talk about adoption as well, not just talking about these guys, in the government and all this other stuff, but a recent poll was actually conducted by Yandex Money in cooperation with Digital Technologies Department. Now, this is the largest electronic payment service in Russia, and they concluded that 13% of Russians use cryptos to pay for items that they buy online. 18% responded that they are using peer-to-peer mobile payment systems. 38% are regularly making payments through contractless applications such as PayPass, Apple Pay, Android Pay, Samsung Pay. 48% do have a bank account and a mobile bank account, and 76% have stated that they use electronic wallets to buy goods and services. So this just goes to show that we're used to it. We're totally accustomed to using these digital solutions, and 13% of them are using cryptocurrencies as we speak. That's a pretty high amount when you consider. Now, I also want to talk about the expansion that's been happening in Coinbase. So they go on to say that they have signed up hundreds of institutions expecting a massive 2019. So the president of Coinbase basically said that they've blown up their internal goals that they set for the custodial year. They say it feels very good. We've laid a lot of infrastructure to allow institutions to invest in cryptocurrencies. We think 2019 will continue to be a good year for institutions that are coming into crypto. And then they also touch upon the crypto rally. So he goes on to say, it hasn't surprised me that we've had a bit of a bounce back. I think the amount of innovation that's happened in cryptocurrency over the last year has exceeded everything in all the years before. And if you look at just the number of engineers who are going to cryptocurrencies and the number of projects that are being launched, we've never had as much innovation as we have today. So asking the question once again, is this the crypto bottom? I mean, guys, I can't imagine going much lower than this. I wouldn't mind going quickly a little bit lower just to scoop up that last sort of dip. But I mean, at this point, guys, we've had a pretty incredible year. Now, on the topic of Coinbase, I want to get into a conspiracy or, conspiracy, rumor, whatever you want to call it, speculation. It's more of just speculation, but about Zilliqa. So originally I had filmed this entire part of this video about the Zilliqa and Facebook rumors, right? And officially Zilliqa came out and said, we have been made aware of a rumor that has been circulating on a potential collaboration with Facebook. This is a baseless rumor, and we would like to ask everyone to refrain from sharing fake information on social media. So since this information has come to light, I actually had the video up for a little bit. I saw this, I pulled it, and I'm adding this into the video now so that we've actually debunked it. However, you have to admit though, these were some crazy coincidences. So hopefully now you guys can just enjoy the segment, but yeah, I guess they're basically saying that they're not going to do it, but I already filmed the video, so let's have some fun watching it anyway. Plus there's plenty of news at the end, and you know, I always put a lot of content in my videos anyway, so let's just get to the story now. So we know Zilliqa's recently been listed on Coinbase, right? Well, Oliver Bell recently put out this tweet, and when you fact check this, this is insane. So could Facebook potentially be building on top of the Zilliqa blockchain? Okay, now this is basically what he says. He goes on to say, Evan Cheng, Zilliqa advisor and head of blockchain at Facebook. So that's the first connection. So if we come over here and we have a look at Zilliqa's About Me section, you scroll down to the team, and as we can see right here, the first advisor of Zilliqa is Evan Cheng. If we come over to LinkedIn, we could see that Evan Cheng is in fact the director of engineering blockchain at Facebook. And you can see he's worked at Facebook for over 3 years and 2 months. So that's the first thing that he points out. The second thing, Mindshare partnership. Facebook is a partner of Mindshare. So if we go back to this that came out September 6th, you could see that Mindshare to launch first phase of blockchain pilot on the Zilliqa platform. So the aim of the alliance is to realistically assess the applicability of blockchain technology into the world of advertising. Hello, Facebook guys, selling all your data, where billions of impressions are viewed online by testing 2 critical components of this technology. One on the throughput and the other to arrive at the right consensus protocol. Now, if we come over here to look at their clients at Mindshare, well, there you go. Facebook right there, okay? So that's the next thing that he talks about. So what else does he say? Well, then he goes on to say, ex-Facebook head of blockchain quits Coinbase to avoid conflict of interest, and then Zilliqa gets listed on Coinbase. Well, if we go back to this article that came out in August, you could see that David Marcus officially stepped down from the board of directors at Coinbase, citing his new assignment at Facebook, leading the social media giant's blockchain strategy. So Marcus was named Facebook's new blockchain research lead. The company had not released any details about the work it is doing in the field, though Marcus's team reportedly has fewer than a dozen members. And then the final thing is that Zilliqa got listed on Coinbase officially. So going back to this, I mean, he's pretty much batting 1,000 on his, rumor speculation, right? And then he also goes on, and I highlighted this, saying, all I'm saying is makes perfect sense. A lot of unanswered questions right now. Why did Coinbase list Zilliqa before the mainnet? Why has Ledger added Zilliqa support? A lot of big players are picking up Zilliqa. Now, if we go back over here and we have a look at Zilliqa, Zilliqa's up 16% for the day. So, and this is the week right here. So, I don't know, guys. What do you guys think about it? Let me know. Do you think that Zilliqa, Facebook is potentially building on Zilliqa? I mean, the one thing that a lot of people were talking about was the need for speed, right? Facebook has 2-point-something billion users, and, they're going to need it. So right now, Zilliqa is currently able to do 2,828 transactions per second using sharding. Now, you might not think this is a lot, but currently, I believe they're only using around, I think it might be only like 6 mining shards at this point. So I could be wrong on the number. Don't quote me. So if I am incorrect, the one point that I'm trying to point out is that unlike a lot of other blockchains where increasing nodes tends to slow down the network, actually with Zilliqa, increasing the nodes actually increases the transactions per second. So that's something that I wanted to talk about. But if you guys don't know much about Zilliqa, I actually made Gotta love when the battery dies on the camera in the middle of a video, guys, right? I really got to start up in my production studio in here. Anyway, so I did a video on Zilliqa. This was over 9 months ago. As you guys can see right here, it's really in depth. In fact, I actually used their presentation that they did at some conference. So it's a really good, if you want to check it out, definitely look into it. So also, before we get it going on, guys, let's play a game. This is cryptoguessinggame.com. Basically, you see a crypto, basically logo, and you have to guess what it is. So obviously, I would say this is Neo, but it's not Neo because that's not a choice. So gas, nice. Let's see. Do you guys know what this one is? I do. Ready? Cyber Miles. This is so easy, guys. Cardano, Decentraland, Funfair, Quant Network. Ooh, I don't know this one. Well, it's got to be Insight Chain because I know the other ones. So do you actually win this at all somehow? Or Enigma, Eternal Token, Engine Coin, Swarm, The Key, Genesis Vision, Dragon Chain. Do you think, you guys should try this, see if you can. I don't know if you can actually win. Oh no, that was Groestel Coin. No, I know it was Groestel Coin. Oh, that sucks. I knew that. I knew it was Groestel Coin. I just hit the wrong button. Okay. Moving on, guys. So Charles Hoskinson has surprised us yet again with a surprise AMA. He's pretty much, known for doing this. Now, I also wanted to talk about the fact that Ledger has said they are officially going to support Cardano after the firmware update, so this is pretty cool news for everybody that's holding Cardano. Also, I just wanted to talk about NANO for a second because Red4Sec completed a penetration test of the official NANO representative nodes, and they actually concluded that there was pretty much no issues with the infrastructure whatsoever, and they're saying that NANO is essentially safe. So this is something that I was concerned about because block lattice is a little bit of a newer technology, right? And I didn't know if there'd be issues with vulnerability, so it turns out that things are looking pretty good right now. And if that doesn't make you happy before we go, guys, somebody got an Ethereum birthday cake. Well, lucky you. But before we go, guys, I do want to say that, of course, the Ledger wallets are 30% off. This is an incredible deal, guys. Obviously, I don't think you're going to be able to get it by the holidays, but if you want, take advantage of this while it lasts. They don't usually do these. They're offering it on both their products, actually, which is really cool. They have the Ledger Blue and the Ledger Nano S, and you can get it in all these different colors. Link in description below, guys. Obviously, it supports the channel. Doesn't cost you a thing. And I wanted to say one more thing about the Crypto Influence Awards. I screwed up, guys. I totally messed up. So this doesn't just go for me. This goes for any other crypto influencer you guys want to vote for. You can only vote for each influencer once. So, for example, if you vote for me for best video production, you won't be able to vote for me for YouTuber of the Year, okay? Now, I'm not saying vote for me. Vote for whoever you want. I don't care. Vote for Crypto Daily. Vote for FUD TV. But I'm just trying to tell you guys, if you do, like, for example, come down here, you go to Influencer of the Year, and if you guys want to vote for Influencer of the Year, vote for that first before you vote for the other categories. Because, for example, say you want BitBoy for Influencer of the Year, and then you go back here and you go to vote for him in one of these other categories, it's not going to work. So just want to throw that out, guys. Also, before we go, it's time to give back to you, as promised. So yesterday in our Matrix AI community requested video that you guys asked for, I did a 1,000 Matrix giveaway. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to go to the video, and we are going to put this into our random comment generator right here, and we are going to pick 4 lucky winners for 250 man tokens each. So here we go. So if we put this in here right now, see guys, you got to watch the videos. We're always having some fun here on the Crypto Zombie channel. So we have 83 unique comments. So let's pick the first winner. If you guys aren't interested in this, this might not pertain to you. So, okay, cool. Great video, K-Dub. Thank you so much. Diog. Okay, you're the first. So we're going to plop this over here. So that is the first wallet. All right. Now let's pick another winner. And I'm not going to send this live. I'll send this after the video, guys, because it's going to take way too much time. So here's my ETH address. Man, sounds like an interesting project. Cool, yeah, absolutely. So this is Humanto. Okay, let me, I guess I gotta kind of copy the whole thing. Well, I'll sort it out in a second. So there we go. What? All right, well, I got your ETH address anyway, buddy. So that's in there. And then we have to pick another. Just double check that's in there. Yep, we got that. Okay, 2 more winners. Got to do it live, guys. It's only fair, right? Keep it up. Was looking for the review on this. Looking forward to the future. Cool. So we have this right here. So this is from Talina. We are going to get that over to you as well, down here. And we have 1 more winner to pick. And you guys should all be getting this. Probably by the time you see this video, you'll have the Matrix AI. Have a great 2019. Thanks, Crypto Zombie, for the interview. Oh, you got it, Adam. No problem. So those are the 4 winners for the Matrix AI token giveaway, guys. Thank you for stopping by. You know, if you want to watch the video, you can, but that's it for the giveaway, guys. So that being said, I want to say thank you so much to everyone that's been coming back to the channel, everyone that's been liking, subscribing, commenting. You guys freaking rule. We're coming up on, you know, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day. I don't actually know what I'm going to be doing. I didn't have my channel last year during Christmas. I actually put my first video out January 3rd. Go figure, right? So I'll probably still make a video. Honestly, I might even do a live stream on Christmas Day. Why not? I mean, everyone's going to be home and probably stuffed eating food anyway, right? So that being said, guys, I want to say thank you so much for coming back to my channel. Everyone that's been liking, subscribing, commenting, you guys are awesome. You're the reason that I do this every single day. Seriously, my life would not be this much fun without you guys. So I really, really appreciate it. And I wish you guys an awesome weekend if you're out seeing family, and definitely an awesome holiday season as well. But, you know, I'll be around tomorrow and the next day too. If you get bored, you could stop by the Crypto Zombie channel. I'll probably have a video out. That being said, guys, that's it for me today. My name is K Dub. This is Crypto Zombie. Until next time, stay crypto and peace out.